Benjamin Franklin's. A couple of grands, I got rubber bands, my paper planes making. She's amazing, on fire blazing, hotter than Cajun. Girl, won't you move a little closer? Time to get this maximum wage that belong on a poster.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the San Francisco 49ers. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. To the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Let's go. Go.
They'll start on the ground with Benson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
Here we go. Here we go. 19.
On first down, right back to Benson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now a 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw. Freeman. He finds his man. Complete. That's Castillo. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Niners need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0.
Joshua Carney to kick off.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
Buffalo 18.
Here's Sanders. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So they gave up the big play on the touchdown in the first drive, Charles, and now they were looking for a big play of their own. Instead, they throw the interception.
And, Brandon, they came right out and went for it, trying to push the ball downfield. But remember, the other side ran a few plays before their big one, so they got a little impatient there, and it cost them.
He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. You talk about this Seahawk defense. They come into this one ranked number 5 in the NFL against the run.
Numbers don't tell you everything, but they do paint a pretty good picture. We're talking about 2 top 5 units going at each other. One in running the ball, one in stopping the run. I think this is going to be a whole lot of fun myself.
15 for the Niners there, and a first down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up for the 1st and 10.
On first down, it's Benson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Throw left side complete. That's Benson. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
3rd and 5.
Go.
They run over center with Benson. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Trey Benson with career touchdown number 158. That pushes him past Randy Moss and into 4th place all time. And the Niners are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make the score 14-0.
Joshua Carney to kick off.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30.
35-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Seahawks.
Here we go. 69, Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Sanders to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Good work after the catch, gets him 15 and a first down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
And he's going to be handled and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
I'll also be gone. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Niners' 40-yard line.
Shot 60. Ready.
Sanders. He sets to fire deep. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Nicky Manwari. There he goes left side. And into the end zone. 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Charles, it is pretty rare that we see a team build this kind of lead in the opening quarter. And, man, they seem to be clicking on all 3 phases right there. The defense doing its part with a pick 6.
And it's absolutely been the definition of a start that you would pick for yourself and for your team, right? And I have a feeling that they just want to stay in this zone. What's truly incredible about this start is they can add on a couple more scores. This one could legitimately be over in the second quarter.
At their own 35-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
A gain of 6.
Well, this defense for the Niners very strong in that victory a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Third and 5.
Here we go.
Out of the gun here, Sanders. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I think you can call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
Yeah, last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it and let's go with it.
Go.
They'll go again with Benson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Not liking the look. They'll change the play.
Buffalo 18.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. To the right side, complete to Miller. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A pretty sizable deficit here in the first quarter. This defense probably need to get off the field in those situations on 3rd down.
And you and I both know in this huddle before that last 3rd down play, that's exactly what they talked about. Let's make a play. Let's get off the field. Let's reverse the momentum. Instead, they got hit with another 1st down. Almost back to the drawing board.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Give up the middle with Benson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. 70 Rangers.
Operating from the gun, Freeman. That's complete to DK. And he'll get positive yardage there as he'll be touched down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Cup 19, Cup 19.
From the gun on 3rd down, Freeman. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Come on, come on. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. 79 Broncos.
Back to throw, Freeman. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They have their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
60. Bronco leading. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
Off the play fake. Freeman. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
On third down, here's Benson. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to fourth down. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down. Well, no, but let me finish. Okay. You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy. Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route, the drag, and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Here comes third down at 7.
Warriors 70.
To throw now, here's Sanders. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this week?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done, because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
18, Rodley, 18, here we go.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Touchdown, 49ers. Chinwe Dike, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Niners are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the round is on here in this first half.
Joshua Carney to kick off.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now.
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. And I know it's looking to look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. 2nd and 9.
Panther 11, Panther 11. Go! 6 is average. 6, 19, Tiger, not Buffalo 18. 18, Pioneer. Ready?
To throw is Sanders. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
There's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning.
Let's go. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Cup 19, Cup 19. Ready?
Now Sanders. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 1:55 left to go in the first half of play.
Let's go.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. This is 2nd and 8.
19, ready? Cowboy 80. Hey, Smash. Dragon 60.
Play action. It's Sanders. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Ready, ready. 70, Skipper Wolf. 79 Broncos. Warriors 70.
Throwing, Sanders. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8.
Red. Mustang Knights, Hawk 70. Hawk 70. 19 tight. 19 tight. Ready, ready.
They'll go. Here's Sanders. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Niners take over in terrific field position.
19. Here we go. Here we go. Panther 6. Trap 60. Trap 60. Panther 11. Panther 11. Buffalo 18. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. Let go.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he fires one incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
And a little room to maneuver there. He gets it down at the 39. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Dragon 60. Ready.
From the gun on 3rd down, Freeman. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great effort there. 39 yards. And the Niners will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Point after, right down the middle. And a rout is on here in this first half.
Seahawks, nothing. Joshua Carney to kick off.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Mustang 19. 19 Lions.
Second down and inches. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the 49ers will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Well, Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Viking 18. See them all. Ready.
They go play action here on 1st down. Got a man and he hits him in stride. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
18.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. On to give, it's Benson. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half.
Joshua Carney to kick off.
The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
Cougar 19. 19 tight, 19 tight. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Trap 60, trap 60. Go.
2nd and 13. And a quick throw here, that's complete. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
Oh, it's time to give real credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
They'll come up now 3rd and 9.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles, 70 Lions.
From the gun, it's Sanders. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42.
It's 4th down.
Oh, they're changing this at the line.
Panther 11, Panther 11. Mustang 19.
They'll indeed go for it. It's Sanders going up top. This is caught at the 20. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the San Fran 20. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
80, Panther 60, 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle.
Touchdown, Seattle.
A 16-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks are able to at least get one score back. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, pulling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
Kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Let's go.
Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, if they score here, this one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
2nd and 10 at the 35-yard
2nd and 10.
Ready? Nice.
Operating from the gun. Freeman is able to find Miller. Down to the 10. Touchdown, 49ers. A great play there. 49ers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Let's go now.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 36.
19 Lions. Cup 19. Cup 19. Ready.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. 79 Broncos.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right here.
Go.
2nd and 11. And his throw here is incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Cowboy 80. Panther 60. Panther 60. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. Dragon 60. Let go.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down.
From the shotgun, Sanders.
Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field.
Every guy that plays this game has plenty of people around him that are concerned for his health and well-being. He had no regard for his body on that catch at all, did he?
Middle of the field, diving to grab it. No, he didn't.
So after the conversion on 4th, here's 1st and 10 just outside of the red zone.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play.
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go now. Viking 18.
A first throw for the backup, Wilson. Wide open receiver complete.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. The end result, 21 yards.
First and goal.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Here we go, set. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Ready?
Throwing is Wilson. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Seahawks are able to claw one back.
I know what the scoreboard says here, but for all those who are playing fantasy football, their scoreboards are different. Points scored could benefit someone.
Extra point attempt to follow here. So they get one score back, but still a long ways to go here in this third quarter.
Seahawks 14.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Check that. Check
Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
It's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Ready?
They're going to run this with a tight end. And a good swarm of the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a third and about 5.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Go. 70 Red.
Looking to throw. Freeman. Looking to catch over the middle. And he's going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
10 at the 47-yard line.
Come on. Set. 70, 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Off play action. Freeman looking deep downfield. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this third quarter of play. Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair.
60 Eagles, 60.
Running out of the gun here with Benson. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
18 Rattler.
Back to throw. Freeman. Open man, here's Benson. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th. And Audible here to get a new look. On 4th down, Freeman. That is caught. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th. So after the conversion on fourth, here's 1st and 10 just outside of the red zone. They hand off to their big tight end. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line.
At the 21-yard line.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
60 by 6, go!
A give, here comes Benson. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Another run here with Benson. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And you hate to see this for them, but they're looking at yet another loss to begin this season. Things really going from bad to worse as they trail here starting this drive 1st and 10 in the 4th quarter.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Wilson. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
Bronco 80. 79 Broncos.
From the gun, it's Wilson. He finds his man complete. That's Ramsey. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A big play that time on the catch and run. 34 yards. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. From the shotgun, Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. 2nd down, 8 to go from the 28.
19, 18. 19 Lions.
Throwing again here, Wilson. That's going to be caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
At the 2-yard line.
Drop 60, 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Dragon 60.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that when he's fortunate. It was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Shorty got that body out of no ties, you gon' kill my vibe. Stand on my money, don't know my side. Big size. and you better choose wisely. That's my high. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Panther 60, Panther 60. Hurt.
They'll try to run this one in. Yeah, I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. The San Francisco defense trying to hold tough again. This is 3rd and goal.
Panther 11. Buffalo 18. Ready.
Now Wilson. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point attempt to come here. And the lead drops from 34 to 27.
Makes the score Niners 48, Seahawks 21.
So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And the 49er hands team does its job. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right in the yard.
It's a gain of 9.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Second down in the yard.
Let's go now. Go.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 7 yards there and a first down.
And the 49ers.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just added their totals.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone, so this ball will come out to the 30 now. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, these guys are now going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at 0-0. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
60 Bison, 60 Bison, 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats. Dragon 60.
One last shot for Wilson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Well, obviously, they never want to see penalties on that defense, but this one a little bit more significant there on the downfield pass play.
And coaches preach it all the time. You can't put yourself in that kind of position if you're the defender. You've got to stay in a spot far downfield where you can play the ball without creating extra contact.
Ready? 19 tight. Panther 60. Panther 60. Trap 60. Trap 60.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. And as this defense walks off the field,